Welcome to Echoes of Wanderlust. Get ready for a breathtaking tour of the 50 most beautiful places to visit in Europe. Hallstatt is a tiny lakeside village straight out of a dream, surrounded by the Dachstein Alps and mirrored in the still waters of Lake Hallstatt. This UNESCO World Heritage Site offers ancient salt mines, cozy alpine homes, and quiet streets. It's the kind of place where time feels like it stands still. Cinque Terre is 5 villages perched on cliffs above the Mediterranean. Each village has its own charm. Rio Maggiore's romantic streets, Vernazza's harbor, or Manarola's colorful houses. Narrow alleys, sea views, and lemon-scented air make this stretch of Italy's coast feel like a timeless Mediterranean dream. Santorini is more than a romantic postcard. It's an ancient island born from volcanic fire. Whitewashed houses cling to cliffs high above the caldera, while sunsets turn the sky into gold. Explore black sand beaches, archaeological ruins, and flavors of the Aegean. It's where history and beauty collide under Grecian light. Lauterbrunnen, nestled in a narrow alpine valley, Lauterbrunnen feels like it belongs in a fantasy novel. 72 waterfalls plunge from vertical cliffs, with chalets and flower-filled meadows below. Nearby, you can ride mountain trains to Jungfraujoch or hike trails that hug snowy peaks. This is the essence of Swiss beauty. Divided by the Danube, Budapest marries old-world grandeur with youthful energy. On one side, Buda offers castles and thermal spas. On the other, Pest buzzes with ruin bars and grand boulevards. Széchenyi Spa. It was the first thermal bath built on the Pest side of Budapest. Opened in 1913, Széchenyi Bath was a groundbreaking project. It proved that thermal waters could be successfully tapped and used on the flat Pest side of the city, not just in the hilly Buda side where most springs were originally found. Today, it's not just a spa, it's a full-on cultural experience. Kotor is a hidden gem on the Adriatic. With its fortified old town cradled by steep mountains, the Bay of Kotor resembles a fjord, with crystal waters and medieval villages. Kotor's old town, Stari Grad in Montenegro, is renowned for its labyrinthine streets, each with its own unique character and history. Kotor's streets are not just pathways, but living testimonies of its vibrant history and culture. Each corner you turn unveils a new chapter of this enchanting town. Climb the city walls for panoramic views, or get lost in alleyways where cats roam freely. Lake Bled is serenity in a frame. In its center lies a tiny island with a centuries-old church, accessible only by wooden rowboat. Above, Bled Castle watches from a cliff. Whether you're hiking, rowing, or just admiring the view, this is Slovenia at its most enchanting. Canals weave like veins through Amsterdam's historic heart. Elegant townhouses reflect in the water, bicycles hum by, and cozy cafes offer escape from the drizzle. It's a city of artists, rebels, and thinkers, where every bridge, bookshop, and bike lane has a story to tell. The City of Light never fails to impress. Beyond the Eiffel Tower and Louvre, Paris is a tapestry of cobbled streets, poetic cafes, and centuries-old charm. Its elegance, romance, and revolution wrapped into one unforgettable cityscape. Gothic towers pierce the sky above Prague's winding lanes. The Charles Bridge, lined with saints, spans the Vltava River. It's a city that thrives on mystery, music, and story, a living blend of old-world romance and bohemian soul. Dubrovnik sits like a jewel beside the Adriatic. Its orange rooftops and marble streets have survived wars and weather, standing proud as one of Europe's most intact medieval cities. Walk the city walls, trace Game of Thrones footsteps, or simply gaze out to sea. Porto is colorful, soulful, and full of flavor. The Ribeira district spills down to the Douro River, where traditional boats drift past wine cellars. Tiles decorate the walls, music echoes from hidden corners, and the scent of grilled sardines fills the air. Porto speaks to the senses. Thousands of islands stretch into the Baltic from Stockholm's edge, forming a world of nature and Nordic simplicity. Red cabins, pine forests, and quiet bays await. Hop between islands by boat, kayak through glassy waters, or just soak in the long summer sunsets in perfect silence. Riga blends Art Nouveau elegance with Baltic edge. Its old town is charming, but its real beauty lies in contrasts: history and hip cafes, old markets and rooftop bars. Latvia's capital is vibrant, youthful, and full of surprises. Venice floats on dreams. Its canals replace roads. Its gondolas replace cars. Palaces rise from the water. Bridges curve gracefully between islands, and history lingers in every echo. Despite its popularity, Venice never loses its spell. It's a living artwork, suspended between past and tide. Just outside Lisbon, Sintra is a fairy tale town surrounded by thick forests and misty hills. Palaces like Pena and Quinta da Regaleira blend whimsical design with royal history, explore hidden tunnels, spiral wells, and vibrant architecture that looks like it was drawn from dreams. Vienna is the elegant heart of Europe. Grand boulevards, imperial palaces, and golden concert halls echo with the legacy of Mozart and Beethoven. Sip coffee in historic cafes, admire Baroque architecture, or ride the tram around the Ringstrasse. Vienna is where culture and class meet. Remote and windswept, the Faroe Islands are one of Europe's last wild frontiers. Towering cliffs drop into the sea, grass-roofed villages dot the hills, and sheep outnumber people. It's a destination for those who crave nature's raw power and the thrill of solitude. A second mention? Absolutely. Tallinn is that special. At sunrise or snow-covered, its magic never fades. You'll want to return again and again for its blend of quiet mysticism and modern charm. On Poland's Baltic coast, Gdansk is a city reborn. Its colorful facades and old merchant houses have survived wars and occupation. Today, it shines with character and resilience. Walk the royal way, explore shipyards turned art spaces, and discover a city that's proud, beautiful, and truly unique. In Plitvice Lakes National Park, nature takes the spotlight. 16 turquoise lakes flow from one to the next via a network of waterfalls and wooden paths. Birds sing, mists rise, and every turn reveals another breathtaking view. This protected paradise invites quiet reflection and endless admiration. Monasteries sit impossibly atop massive rock pillars in Meteora. Rising above the Thessalian plain, these ancient sanctuaries feel closer to the heavens than to earth. Visitors can climb winding paths to reach them, where silence, stone, and sky create a spiritual experience like no other. Rothenburg is Germany's medieval time capsule. Perfectly preserved, this walled city invites you to step back in time. Red roofs, winding alleys, and old towers create a storybook setting. Unusual architecture, but beautiful to behold. Thousands of hexagonal stones rise from the sea like ancient puzzle pieces, formed by volcanic eruptions, wrapped in legend. The Giant's Causeway is pure, natural drama. Walk the cliffs, feel the ocean wind, and hear the myths whispering through the stones. Bruges is all charm and cobblestones. Canals wind through a perfectly preserved medieval center, with market squares, bell towers, and lace shops around every corner. Rent a bike, eat some of the world's best chocolate, or simply wander and feel the romance of this timeless town. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Which place is on your bucket list? Leave a comment, subscribe, and keep exploring, because the world is too beautiful to stay in one place. See you in the next adventure.